Assalamu alaikum. This is Danyal, Senior Teacher of Mathematics at Sultan Muhammad Shah Agha Khan School, Secondary Section. My dear students, today we are going to learn how to find values of different trigonometric ratios having different angles. Main objective of this lesson is to fill this table without using calculator and without memorizing any single value. These are some concepts which we will discuss before finding out the values. Let's discuss about ratio. It is the comparison of two or more same kind of quantities. Let's take the example of a triangle. We can compare length of any two sides of a triangle. For example, length of side B to length of side C have the ratio of B ratio C. Similarly, we can compare length of other sides like A with C or A with B. The word trigonometry is the branch of mathematics which deals with the relations of sides and angles of a triangle. The combination of ratio and trigonometry is making the concept of trigonometric ratios. These are derived from the comparison of different lengths of a triangle. If we compare opposite side with the hypotenuse of a right triangle, this ratio is called sine with respect to the reference angle x. In the same way, we compare adjacent side with the hypotenuse of a triangle. This is known as cos with respect to the reference angle of x. These two ratios includes all three sides of a triangle. So we take them as the basic ratios. All other ratios can be derived from these two ratios. Like tangent is the ratio of sine and cosine. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine, and sec is the reciprocal of cos. Remember that these ratios are just the names of different comparison of lengths with respect to the angle of x. We will only find 5 different angles with the help of the palm of our hand. Each finger represents each of the angle. By looking at the fingers and graph of sine and cos, we can make a formula. As you can see that sine graph starts from below at origin point. So we can write a formula for sine, which is sine of x, which is the x is the angle, is equal to square root of fingers below. We have to count the fingers which are below to the given angle divided by 2. Now we just have to put the angle and count the fingers below according to the angle. It will give us the value. For sine 0, we don't have any finger below. So we will write square root of 0 upon 2. For sine 30, we have one finger below. So sine 30 will become square root of 1 upon 2. Which is equal to 1 upon 2. In the case of sine 45, we have 2 fingers below. So sine 45 can be written as square root of 2 upon 2, which can be written as 1 upon root 2 after doing the rationalizing step. In the case of sine 60, we have 3 fingers below at the label finger of 60. So we can write square root of 3 upon 2 for sine 60 value. In the case of sine 90, we can see that we have 4 fingers below. So sine 90 is equal to square root of 4 upon 2, which will give the result of 1. Let's make the formula for cos. As you can see that the graph of cos starts from the above of sine graph. So we have to count fingers above according to the angle. For the case of cos 0, we have 4 fingers above. So cos 0 will become square root of 4 upon 2, which will give 1 as a result. For the angle of 30, we have 3 fingers above, which makes the value of square root of 3 upon 2. For cos 45, we have only 2 fingers above. We can count 2 fingers above the label finger, so it will become square root of 2 upon 2, which can be written as 1 upon root 2. In cos 60, we have only 1 finger above, so it will give us a value of 1 upon 2. In cos 90 will become 0 as there is no finger above. If you know about the graph of sine and cos, you can easily find out all these values. Values of derived ratio is much easier than the basic ratios. In case of tangent, it is just the ratio of sine and cos. We just have to divide the same angle, so the values of sine and cos to get tangent. For example, tangent 0 is equal to sine 0 divided by cos 0, which is equal to sine 0, 0 upon 1, which will give us the answer of 0. Tan 30 is equal to sine 30 divided by cos 30, which is 1 upon root 3. In case of 45, tan 45 is equal to sine 45 divided by cos 45. So the same value will cancel each other and we will get the answer of 1. In case of tan 60, we can divide sine 60 with cos 60 and we will get the result of square root of 3. For tan 90, we have 1 upon 0, which will give us the result of infinity. Cosec is just the reciprocal of sine, so we have to flip all values of sine to get all values of cosec. For cosec 0, we will get the value of 1 upon 0, which will give us the result of infinity. For cosec 30, we will flip 1 upon 2 and we will get the result of 2. For cosec 45, 1 upon root 2 will become root 2. Cosec 60 will become 2 upon root 3. The value of cosec 90 will become 1. The reciprocal of cos is sec. By flipping all the values of cos, we will get all values of sec. Sec 0 is 1 upon 1, which is 1. Sec 30, 2 upon root 3. Sec 45, only root 2. Sec 60, which is only 2. And sec 90, 1 upon 0 will make infinity as an answer. Lastly, we have cot, which is the reciprocal of tan. So just flip the values and get all the values of cot. Cot 0 will become 1 upon 0, so means infinity. Cot 30, the reciprocal of tan 30, which is root 3. Cot 45 will become 1. Cot 60 will become 1 upon root 3. And cot 90 will become 1 upon infinity, and it will give us the result of 0. As you can see that we have found out all the values without using calculator and any complex formula. If we can find these angle values, we can also use them for next quadrant values, in which sine and cosec are positive and rest are negative and just mirrored.
It was a pleasure teaching you all, and I tried keeping it very simple and easy to understand. I hope you all had a great learning experience. Thank you so much for your time.